Hello there, ma'am. Could you state your name, please?
Morning, sir. Violet Kermode.
All right, Ms. Kermode. This was the date and time scheduled for your arraignment on case number 2025 CM 12076. This is an allegation of false reporting to law enforcement. The date of offense is March 16th of 2025. So I'd like to collect a plea from you here today. You're not in custody on this charge. I think it's a probation. I believe it's a probation violation or something like that, but this was scheduled for today's appearance. So with your permission, I would go ahead and have the arraignment done by video. Do I have your permission waiving your personal appearance?
I never got a chance to talk to an attorney.
Okay. Well, you haven't even gave a plea yet to do that. So all right, so let me explain to you, and we'll get to that portion, okay? So nothing has to move. So once I get the explanation to you, it'll make more sense. So do you recall the incident that I'm talking about?
Your Honor, I've had a stroke, and I'm very limited on what I can remember and what I can't remember.
So is that no?
No, no, I guess.
Okay, well, so you don't remember being arrested for false information by the Payson Police Department is what you're saying? So it's not, I guess, it's either you do or you don't.
I don't remember.
Okay, all right.
I had a stroke. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm just wanting to make sure, because sometimes if you say I guess or I don't know, then I want to explain it to make sure that I understand what you're saying. So with this case, it's a charge of false reporting to law enforcement, which is a class 1 misdemeanor. What I'd like to do is get your permission to take the arraignment today by video instead of having you personally appear in front of me and have to schedule you back to court another day. And then I'll explain to you, based on your plea and your information, what happens next. Do I have your permission to do that and waiving your personal appearance?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the false reporting is a class 1 misdemeanor that has a maximum fine of $2,500, 6 months in jail, and or 3 years probation. That's the maximum. This case does not indicate that there's any jail time being asked by the prosecutor, so you're not looking at jail time as a possibility of the sentencing portion of it. So you're looking at a fine and probation at the most. There is no mandatory minimum, so the court's discretion is from 0 up to that $2,500 and or 3 years of probation. So that's the two components. Your options are to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty or no contest, we can move forward to sentencing. But if you plead not guilty, I'll schedule you for a pre-trial conference, and we'll have an attorney assigned to you regarding the case, court-appointed attorney, since you are on probation. Yes, and then that attorney will give you guidance on what should happen next. Do you understand that?
So we're looking at no more jail time.
Well, the sentencing portion has no jail time being requested from the prosecuting office. That is correct.
Okay, a fine
and or possible probation, which I know you're already on probation, but it could add to the probation. Now, also, being that you're on probation, it could revoke your probation, okay? So, and if you plead not guilty, then we assign an attorney to you at little or no cost, and they give you guidance on how to proceed. But if you plead guilty or no contest, we move forward into sentencing today.
move forward.
All right, so okay, so I want to make sure that you understand you're pleading either guilty or no contest to a charge. You're indicating you don't even remember what it, pardon me? All right, ma'am, I can't accept a guilty plea or a no contest plea from you if you don't recall the incident. Your attorney will be able to give you guidance. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you and schedule your next court date with with the assistance of your attorney. It's just I can't do that to you if you don't even recall the incident, okay? So your attorney, and you'll get this information so you don't have to try to remember it right now, but your attorney is Tyler Allen. Your next court date is June. No, I'll give you, you don't have to remember, you don't have to write it down. I'm going to send this to you, okay? Your next court date is June 24th of 2025 at 9:00 a.m. Your attorney's is Tyler Allen. His phone number's on the paper. So just call him about 5 days ahead of time, and that'll be on the paperwork. And let him know who you are, and then he'll assist you with the remaining process. Do you have any questions of that man? All right. So, okay, so I'm going to
I
send you.
had Sean Dove.
Okay, yeah, that's a different case. So, this one will send you the paperwork so you have it. It'll have your court date, your attorney's name and his phone number. And then just give him a call about 5 days ahead of time before that next court date. You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, I'll get this paperwork sent to you here shortly.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And who do I email that to, please?
You can email it to C. Smith.
Okay, thank you. You have a good one.
Thank you, Judge.